We are recording.
We're live.
Showtime.
It is
It's
showtime.
showtime.
I'm going to mute Pete. He's chewing.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. This week on the Media Virus Podcast. Damn it. Apparently, I forgot to mute my phone. This week on the Media Virus Podcast, women love the... Blah, 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 blah. This week on the Media Virus Podcast, women love the meat. And Annie's Ladies Bar in Cape Town, South Africa has 3 meters for them this year. Most of the world went to bed Sunday night knowing it would be okay, then woke up to a worldwide failure of technology that is the root of systems that operate cities, states, towns, hospitals, air traffic, and to put a cherry on it, 911 systems. Scientists may have figured out a natural solution to male pattern baldness. If they can come up with something that would improve his penis, Pete would have it made. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us with executive producer Mike Latoris. We're going to start over. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
Grease Monkey Pete.
Damn, Big Daddy.
Here's the thing about the Media Virus Podcast. It's really well done.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
Hot damn, do we have a show for you people this week. I am Matty Rockdeath. That's the mattiest of all Rockdeaths and proof positive that anyone can have a podcast. Speaking of, welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Please like, subscribe, follow, and share. I want to take a minute, like I do every week, and thank the new subscribers, the new followers, the new listeners. And you know what? I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to thank the old followers, the old listeners, the old subscribers as well. Because without you, the new ones wouldn't mean shit. Right?
That's right. Absolutely.
You can no longer give us a call live on the air, but you can leave us a message at 1-646-VIRUS-01. That is 1-646-VIRUS-01. We will play your message on the air. The best way to get to us, though, is in the comments. We are paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and say hi in the comments. I hope that says, nope, that says ho. All right. There we go.
And the comments are on YouTube.
Yes, the comments are on YouTube, but if you're not on YouTube, then you would not even hear me speaking right now. Because, well, you would if, like in the recorded podcast, but like right now, you know?
Like now?
Great radio. Great radio.
What?
Or now?
What about now? But we do. You know, I say it all the time is we have a show for you people this week. And that's exactly what we've put together. We're not going to make any promises like it's a good show, but it's a show. We've definitely put that.
We have a show, ladies.
We have a show. But I had a fantastic, an absolutely fantastic weekend, I think.
That's good.
Got together with some of my cousins that I haven't, you know, we really only see each other at funerals. And but this wasn't a funeral.
It's always good to get together with cousins for a happy occasion.
Yeah, we hadn't seen each other in like good circumstances for like a long time. So it was nice to get together and be able to like smile without feeling guilty or tell a joke without feeling like it's inappropriate. Because I'm going to smile and tell jokes anyway.
Oh, I'm absolutely the worst person
to
go to a funeral with.
I'm the worst.
Depends on how you feel.
Well, yeah. But funerals are a drag, but this was a great time. And I really feel it necessary to like publicly thank my wife for all of her work in that. because, it was her. It was because somebody listened to her podcast that found out that I do a podcast.
Ah,
But somebody listened, one of my cousins listened to her podcast and said, "Hey, we should plan something." And that's such a fantastic thing, and I'm super happy about it.
cool.
Yeah. It's been a wild, but other than that, it's been it's been such a wild week. I know last week, we were kind of late with the whole, attempted assassination on a presidential candidate. And then we're not late on, the current president stepping down as a candidate for the next.
No, that's pretty new. Yeah.
Yeah, that's still new. And then them just completely bamboozling the Democratic Party and just saying, "Oh no, Kamala's now, the presidential candidate." Where I don't think a lot of them really like. I feel like that's why it's like a bait and switch, because I mean, not for nothing, people have noticed that Biden has been slipping for several months, and had they done this in primary season, I don't think Kamala would have. So there's a whole lot of things going on.
Yeah.
It's almost like we haven't seen an assassination attempt on a president since
Reagan.
1963. Oh, Reagan. Okay. The 80s. I forgot. There was
Yeah. Hinckley decided he was going to date Jodie Foster. He just had to get her attention by shooting Reagan.
Right. Well, that was this guy's motivation too. Jodie Foster is.
You think so?
She needs to be questioned, I feel.
I mean, do you really think that a 20-year-old young man is after Jodie Foster these days? I mean, I could see it in the 80s.
Yeah.
Nobody knew she was gay in the 80s.
Wait, Jodie Foster is gay?
I mean, her girlfriend might have, but like nobody else knew.
I still didn't know.
Really?
That is news.
Today years old.
I hadn't. Did you know that?
Hey, what's the address of the rock you live under, Matt?
I didn't know that either.
I mean,
well, Erica, who's up on pop culture, didn't know that either.
Not that it's a great big deal, but like, it's one of those things. Like, oh, she's not interested in men. Huh? It's a shame. She's cute. I'd be interested in a Jodie Foster, but there's not going to be.
Jodie Foster's not interested in you,
right? So I can appreciate it, but she's got her own thing.
She was hot back in the day, though. She was. I thought she was. You know what? I also
not like Saturday Night Live days, not so much, but she kind of grew into herself.
I got you. Well, what's on the agenda there, Mike? What do we got lined up for news? Let's get into it.
News. You want to do the first story, Matt? Big African meat. South Africa is once again in the running for a world record, this time in the realm of sandwich making. A local restaurant is attempting to create the world's longest sandwich, a massive Gatsby overflowing with meat, fries, and classic fillings. If successful, this culinary feat will eclipse the restaurant's previous record-breaking burger, which already earned them a spot in the history books. The new sandwich is expected to be nearly 10 feet long, a colossal creation that's sure to draw crowds and tantalize taste buds from across the continent.
Do they give you the ingredients in a Gatsby sandwich?
Well, I think in the original content they had mentioned there was a number of different types of meat that included beef, chicken, and pork. I think they said there was a layer that was octopus, maybe for people who didn't like regular meat. They were just like pescatarian. There was some seafood in there for them. Everything was separated with French fries along the way, I believe.
Yes. All right. So I looked up on Wikipedia. We have the definition of a Gatsby sandwich.
Okay.
And it's basically a Gatsby is a South African hoagie with French fries in it. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Gatsby is a South African submarine sandwich consisting of a bread roll filled with chips, fries,
Right.
and a choice of fillings and sauces.
Okay.
So you can put whatever you want.
And I assume they went with Gatsby because it's, when you have that much food in Africa, it means you're rich.
Yeah. Right.
I would liken it to maybe like say a Dagwood style sandwich.
I mean, there's definitely a lot going on with the sandwich.
But the thing is
Whoa.
this is in Africa,
Mm.
But
And-
it's South Africa.
It's South Africa, but I feel like they're giving their finger. They're just flipping off the rest of Africa. I mean, a lot of Africa is starving, isn't it?
It has its spots.
I know it. I know. Hey, listen, I know that it used to be like a lot of Africa was starving. I mean, not for nothing. If Africa's not starving, there's people in the Gaza Strip that are starving.
Mm.
There's a lot of starving people around
That
within.
area.
There's slapback coming through from somebody.
I'll go to headphones.
But that, I mean, we're an ocean away from a lot of the well, I guess just them down south.
Well, I mean, there's starving people in America too.
Yeah. And I guess every time we make somebody makes a giant sandwich in the States, it becomes,
Just a regular sandwich.
yes, I guess.
Yeah, it's just not a big deal, They,
Yeah.
oh, look, they made an extra long sandwich again. Fucking Americans.
Fucking Americans.
I
Yeah.
feel like the rest of the world says that an awful lot.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking Americans.
Fucking Americans.
Especially like in Asia, probably.
I feel like there's also a lot of shh, here they come.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they care about pissing us off.
Oh no, not pissing us off, but they don't want to do anything to interfere with any money we may leave there.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Because
true.
As much as they hate us, they don't have a problem having our dollars.
No. No, they don't.
No.
But
technology's beat, Matt, and that's the world over.
yeah, Microsoft. See, I have all these Apple devices, so I didn't notice.
It's funny. I told you earlier, even with as pervasive as Microsoft is in my life, because I'm a Windows guy, I had one minor issue that really wasn't an issue. So technology beat.
Delta's fucked.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're still running on Windows 98, so I mean that's kind of on them.
Windows CE.
Yeah, they didn't upgrade to XP when they should have. A single software glitch brought the world to its knees. That's right, a massive global tech outage crippled everything from airlines to hospitals. A routine update from cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike triggered what experts are calling the biggest computer meltdown in history. Millions of Windows devices crashed, grounding flights, disrupting businesses, and even impacting emergency services. While the immediate crisis has passed, the incident is a stark reminder of our dangerous over-reliance on technology. Experts warn that Go ahead.
No, I was asking Erica if but I just remembered that her job uses Apple devices too.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
I think my dad's job was affected. My dad was working from home and he had a hard time doing his job.
oh, your mom works from home too, right? Does she have an issue?
She didn't have an issue.
Huh.
One of the companies that we do work with, Insomnia Cookies, their facility management system was down too because of it.
Huh.
Yeah. The types of systems that were impacted were scheduling systems, mostly enterprise level stuff. So like anything you have that needs enterprise level security to sign into, or any of that. That's where the big problem started, and that's why the airlines had issues, because they all have enterprise level security or better. The issue that I've bumped into is I went to open a file on my computer, and it happened to be a Word file that the word on my computer couldn't reach out and authenticate that it was okay to open a Word file because I had paid for I may or may not have paid for a subscription. So I just opened the file in a different software that also will open it. Not a big deal. Where was I? Well, the immediate crisis is experts warn that this is just a taste of what could happen if if a malicious actor exploits these vulnerabilities. As we rebuild from this digital disaster, it's clear that we need to rethink our approach to cybersecurity and infrastructure.
Why would Nicolas Cage want to hurt the?
I said
computer.
No, I said malicious actor, not delicious.
Oh,
I see why you were confused. I know you have a thing for it.
I was confused. Yeah, it was confusing. Just, I don't know why one delicious actor would want to bring down all of the.
I heard it was a trial run to see like if it's going to work if they try to mess with the election.
That actually sounds about right, Pete.
Sounds like a conspiracy.
See, the problem with conspiracy theories now is because a lot of them are becoming like we're figuring out they're true. Like the CIA killed JFK.
The Simpsons predicted everything.
Yeah, there's something very strange.
This should happen on The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. So,
probably not.
But that's the thing, though. Like a lot of this conspiracy theory and all this other shit. Like there was a conspiracy theory that COVID that came from the lab that had the name of the virus that we were fighting on it. They were the coronavirus lab, right? And they're like, no, you're just an asshole conspiracy theorist for thinking that it came from that lab. And then they're like, 2 years later, they're like, oh yeah, no, it totally came from that lab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a conspiracy theory that the CIA killed JFK. It's not. It's not a conspiracy theory.
I just feel
it's just what happened.
What would have happened if they didn't shut down for COVID?
Nothing.
Like people just would have gotten sick and like
the same people.
Yeah, like
all of we just spread the body count over time. It would have been the same body count, but it would have been more instant, which sucks. It really sucks. But Joe's Bar on Naaman's Road would still be open.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like people would still have their businesses.
Inflation.
COVID, no. This is the only reason that they instituted the shutdown for COVID was so that they could change the batteries and all the birds, because the birds aren't real. They're a fucking they're espionage devices. They're little fucking drones and they spy on you. And everybody knows it.
Did you get my text message about them having parakeets at PetSmart?
Did you get my text message that said please no?
Oh. I ignored it.
Yeah.
So
I would imagine you ignored.
Hey, where do you go to get sized for your tinfoil hats, Matt?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying.
You don't need to get sized for a tinfoil hat, dude. Just wrap the tinfoil around your head. You're a dumbass.
Now, if you want a more stylish hat, you can have a buddy help you.
Yes, you can.
And if you want a super secret tinfoil hat, you have to line the inside of your newspaper with tinfoil and then make a hat out of it.
Ooh, see, that's the way to do it.
That way nobody knows you're wearing a tinfoil hat.
You can keep it a secret.
Why would you keep it a secret?
What? So people don't know you're wearing a tinfoil hat.
So they don't try to anally probe you. Everybody knows that the tinfoil hat, if anybody knows you're wearing it, they're going to anally probe you.
It's like she doesn't even know anything. You know what I mean?
Anyway. Well, there is hope for Pete.
Not much, but a little bit.
There is. It's good news for Pete. Scientists have discovered a natural sugar that could reverse hair loss without the side effects of current treatments and without combing your beard around your ears and up over the back of your head. The sugar.
A lot of people don't know this. That's why Pete's beard is so long. So he can. The slapback must be coming from Pete because it's still there. But I think that's why Pete had. So he can just go like this when he goes on dates and he ties it up top.
Like a cone head?
The
Troll?
The
Come on,
sugar.
Pete, do it.
The
Do it.
sugar-
See if you can tie. I want to see if you can tie your beard above your head.
No,
Pete.
because that's probably
Nope,
bald.
it's not long enough.
He knows right off the top of his head. He's like, nope, it's not long enough.
Tried last
Tried
week.
it yesterday.
I imagine it like goes to like the middle of your forehead.
Yeah, how far up does your beard go?
I'm not going to entertain this mockery.
No, the underneath must be bald.
The sugar 2-deoxy-D-ribose, or 2-DDR, was found to stimulate hair growth in mice, and as Pete will tell you, if it grows hair, that's close enough. Researchers believe it could be a game changer for treating male pattern baldness. While the research is still in its early stages, the potential for natural and effective hair loss treatment is exciting. If anyone has information on human trials, Pete likes growing hair and collecting cash, so hook a brother up. For the Media Virus Podcast Network, I'm Professor Mike Latouris.
I think the really exciting part is we found what Pete is sensitive about. You know what I mean? We found something that we could just keep picking at.
I won't, though. I
Well, we can.
I'll leave it alone now that if I've struck a nerve. I can be happy with that.
Yeah, we. Once you strike nerve, there's no more digging to do. Are you really upset, Pete? Are you really?
No.
No, he hung up. He was really upset.
He won't admit it. He's like, no, I'm upset. You guys suck. That's why he's wearing sunglasses.
Oh, I can't wait till the Weight Watchers ad starts or Weight Watchers pamphlet starts showing up at your door or something. he's gonna pick at you for something.
Dude, I had to go. I had to go to Christiana Hospital in Newark.
Newark.
In Newark, yeah.
Newark.
In Newark, Delaware.
If you're in Delaware, it's like Noah got a new boat.
Yeah, no, I got you. But I was in Newark, Delaware, and it's kind of far from Smyrna, but not that far from Smyrna.
Right.
But if you,
Oh, you're saying things wrong.
I am, yes. So I had to go for a CT scan of the heart.
Oh yeah, that's like a $5,000 or $10,000 test there.
Yeah, well, they didn't charge.
It's still in there.
It is.
Heart?
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
And we were driving around afterwards, and my wife took me to breakfast,
Oh.
and we had breakfast. And
That was actually brunch.
no, there was
Yes.
I did not have any alcohol.
Brunch is not an alcohol. It's
No,
a time
brunch is
frame.
breakfast with booze.
No, it's a time frame.
No.
Is it really? Because I've had breakfast at dinner time with booze, and it's brunch.
See?
Anyways, we drove.
You had
a
Brenner.
street- We drove on a street that's near where you live, and I was like, "Do you want to drive by Pete's house and take a picture of his car like a weirdo?"
Oh, you totally should have.
And I was like, yeah, but then we got lost and forgot. We didn't get lost, but we were driving. We were like on an adventure where we just turned the GPS off and see if we could get home.
I don't like know like what's beyond like Route 4. So
Wow.
I drove all the way down Route 4 until I don't know. I got to like an intersection that almost took me to like Delaware City, and then I took a right, or I took a left or something. I don't know.
Almost. You can't drive down 4 to almost to Delaware City.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you,
my
had,
heart.
you had to make a left somewhere off of Route 4 to get to Delaware City.
Well, I don't know what we learned.
It was past the high school.
I don't know what I learned about Delaware, but I know that I learned I don't like hollandaise sauce.
Uh-huh.
Really?
I don't like hollandaise. So she got an eggs Benedict,
Yeah.
and
Where'd you guys go?
I got a Metro Diner.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was gonna say you guys must go to Metro.
Oh no, okay. So when we first walked in, I wanted breakfast in the worst way. That's what I wanted. It was like
Which is
noon,
why we didn't go to K-Pot.
which is why we didn't go to K-Pot.
Right.
Right.
Because you can't get breakfast there at noon.
Right. So we went to the Metro, and as soon as I walk in, I see poutine.
Or
Like,
they
the-
said it.
The word poutine.
Right. And
So
that can really throw you.
yeah, it can. Right? That can
That's not a bad idea.
upend your whole day.
It can. It's not a bad idea at all.
No.
Like
This was.
I remember the best poutine I had.
It was not at the Metro Diner.
No, it was at Kid Shalene's. It was this the gravy was like it was a foie gras. So it was made from like goose liver.
Goose liver.
Yeah, it was just so decadent and amazing. Hand cut fries, beautiful cheese curds. Anyway, I'm sorry.
This was frozen French fries and mozzarella sticks covered in the saltiest.
The best poontang. I mean,
Can you hear me, Pete?
No.
Oh my
Can't
God!
hear you.
Stop! You do it all the time.
No, but
I
but it's my show. But can you hear me, Pete?
Oh my God, Diva.
Yep, I can.
You can. So you knew I was in the middle of a fucking sentence right then,
Yep, and I cut you off.
and you cut me right off.
Yep.
And then did you hear what she said?
What'd she say?
She said, "Oh my God, you do it all the time." And then did you hear what I said?
Oh, Maron. Fast forward.
I said, "Because it's my fucking show." That's a conversation that happened. I just wanted to. Now, what were you saying, Pete? Where's the best fucking poutine you ever had? That's because we give a shit. Go ahead, please.
He just needed to get the poontang joke in.
He said poontang.
Did I say poontang?
He
Oh,
did.
Because anytime somebody says poutine, that's poutine. My mind goes to poontang.
Well, you're a man. So.
I'm childish.
Cheese curds and
Anyway,
gravy. I get it.
was very salty, unimpressed. Our server Devin was
It's just fries.
enthusiastic
It's
at
just
best.
fries with gravy and beans or something.
Cheese
No, are
Cheese
you fucking
curds.
new?
Oh, I'm sorry, cheese curds.
That's why you think of fucking poontang because you don't fucking know about it.
yeah. If you knew what poutine was, you would not confuse it with poontang. But this was just
It's supposed to be
it was-
cheesy gravy, French fry, and yummy.
yeah, but it was frozen French fries, mozzarella sticks, and the saltiest brown gravy you ever fucking had.
Yeah,
Ever.
That's
But so
not
what we
I think.
decided to do is get poutine as an appetizer,
Okay.
and then we each got a breakfast, and she got eggs Benedict,
Mm.
and I got a San Francisco Benedict,
Okay.
which
So-
is it's eggs Benedict.
Rice aroni.
But no,
It is the San Francisco treat.
you're right. It's my fault.
That was avocado and tomato.
It was avocado and tomato. I would have been a lot happier with rice.
Ew.
Yeah,
Ew.
it sounded good.
It's too many
Ew.
weird textures.
It sounded
in one
it
food.
sounded better than it was, and I don't know if it was just the way the hollandaise played with the avocado that I didn't like, or if I
maybe
or it was bad. It was bad hollandaise sauce.
that's
Hollandaise and avocado. Ew.
Yeah,
if
it might.
if you're not making your hollandaise fresh per order, there could be a problem because
What's in hollandaise sauce? Just refresh my
it's
memory.
basically lemon juice and egg yolk, with salt and pepper. And butter. It's a really really simple sauce.
Oh, hot mayonnaise. Yum.
Hot mayonnaise.
Hot
it's-
mayonnaise.
But when it's done well, it's
Yeah.
a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
But it's got to be fresh ingredients done, boom, right there.
But why
Yeah.
would you go for anything with avocado on it?
Because it's delicious.
I love avocado.
So do I.
I love guacamole. I love avocado.
That explains a lot about you guys.
I like tomatoes.
Yep.
Where Erica doesn't like tomatoes, but I think it was that play. I think they just wanted to add avocado and tomato to it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody thought that out because it wasn't very good. And then, but I also learned that barium will make you sick up to 13 hours later.
Yes, it will.
So
That is true.
it must do something to digestion because that meal sat with me for 13 hours, in
Yeah.
the same spot.
Hold on, because what's funny? As we were walking out of the appointment, you were saying how hungry you were, and the nurse said go eat a meal because you were complaining during the appointment how hungry you were, that you had to fast for 4 hours, and you just haven't had breakfast, and you were so hungry, and you were like, yeah, because the doctor was like it'll be like 1 out of like 1,000 patients said that they were nauseous and they threw up with it. So we have to say that you can't eat before the appointment.
Right.
And then here the fuck
Well,
you are.
I didn't throw up in the fucking machine.
Yeah, you threw up. Maybe
I
you
threw
would
up 13.
have.
I threw up 13 hours later.
Maybe you would have thrown up in the machine.
Maybe I wouldn't have thrown up. Maybe I
Morning.
wouldn't have thrown up at all.
But yeah, it was gross. Throwing up is gross. So don't
Yeah.
talk about it on the.
Here,
I wasn't even going to say. I wasn't going to
Worldwide.
say it. I was going to say evacuate, but you were the one going throwing up.
Okay, stop saying throwing up on the
You
fucking
can say
internet.
evacuate.
Evacuate.
And Maalox or Mylanta is what my stomach hurt a little bit, and I took
Right.
some. I took some Mylanta, and I guess they thought it was an invitation. to start a
Evacuate
fight.
is
I
out.
don't know.
Evacuate is out the other end.
Well, that's
Vomit is that way.
No, you're absolutely right, Pete. You know how much I love it when you correct me.
Yeah.
But
It's
That's why I do it. That's
Matt,
why I
Matt.
do it.
but there's words. There's words like had I used the word evacuate. What?
Since we're here already, Technicolor yawn is
There's a good one. Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah. Talk to Ralph on the big white phone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I got you.
I've always liked
I like that
Technicolor
one.
yawn.
Except
The-
it was
the
Ralph on the
problem-
back step.
The problem with the Technicolor yawn is nobody understands what Technicolor is anymore. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like
I
for
think
people
I might be the
our
last
age-
generation because Lizzie McGuire said it in one of her songs. Or
Yeah, it's
Hillary
like-
Duff rather.
Technicolor was the company that provided the type of color that goes into movies. They were responsible to make sure that the movies that were in color were in the right colors. They made the film.
Yeah, everything was filmed in black and white, and then they had to put the colors in.
Well, no, I mean even
A lot of people don't know that.
Even once there was color, Technicolor was the process by which the film was treated to have these vibrant colors. Technicolor was the company that worked with the film companies to have vibrant color on film.
I wonder how many times you're gonna have this conversation at your new job.
Probably
You're
every time I say something, it won't necessarily be about Technicolor. It'll be about Sanford and Son and
Nerd things.
5-speed transmissions.
JR getting killed. Yeah, JR getting shot on Dallas. That time transmissions only had 3 gears. That other pedal in the car is for shifting, stuff like that. No. Telephones used to be anchored to the house.
At Matt's cousin's house, she had a house phone. And on the way to her house, there was a Wawa that looked like it was in an old Walgreens, and it had 2 payphones outside.
Nice. Hey, I have house phones here, but I have them set up through the internet. So like,
Oh yeah,
I don't have a copper line that runs to the house anymore. In fact, it hangs down in front. But I do have I
want a house phone.
I have hardline phones, and I have a number that actually resolved, I think, to New Hampshire because I wanted a particular. Yeah, it's a Google Voice number that I have forwarded into this system that I have, but the number is so that it's like my real last name, not not Latoris,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
my real last name. And so, like, when people say, "Hey, what's your number?" and I go, "Oh, it's this, and it's like, "No, really, what's your phone number?" I'm like, "No, really, that's it." They go,
Oh,
"Dial."
really? 603-222 penis.
Kinda, yeah.
That's cool.
It's 3048 penis 8.
That it pains me that I lost that number. I forgot to keep up with it, and I lost that number. I used to
yeah.
have
Look what you did, you little jerk.
That was the
I used-
number to a different podcast.
it was 3.
And then we came up with 646 virus 01.
What else is
Yep.
happening?
Well, coming
Well-
up after the break,
That's
we
true.
are going to be joined by Rex Cootermohr.
Is this your job? Did you say this?
I was just telling you.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right,
what
Mike,
he
go ahead, you
means
wanna tell
is
her?
after the break, we're going to talk with famed game show host and MC extraordinaire Rex Cootermohr and ponder another question that Big Daddy asks. Then, in the C block, we play Rex Cootermohr's Peril, the latest show in his stable of game shows. We're going to finish out this week's show with Just the Tips number 101 tonight on the 194th episode of the Media Virus Podcast. And as usual, we'll be back right after this.
Let's not.
You know, it's sort of not fair when you mute the mic and talk to your wife.
I need to apologize to everybody. Oh no, I don't. Never mind.
What would you do?
Because I just realized that I had the video open and I like the YouTube video,
Right.
and I thought that's where I was getting the slap back
But
from,
it's actually still happening right now.
but it's actually still happening. So I don't owe anybody an apology at all.
Never mind.
I was going to
Yeah.
apologize because I kept yelling about the slap back.
I reached over and turned off my fan like halfway through.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm
It's not-
complaining
No,
about.
it's like you can hear an echo.
No, we're getting a little bit of slap back, and I don't know
Yeah.
where it's from because I've got
Oh, it's from Pete because I've just muted Pete and it stopped.
I've got my I've got my audio, I've got my live monitor, my in-room monitors all the way down, and I'm working from headphones.
Well, I don't
Headphones.
headphones.
Save the project.
All right.
Hey, does anybody?
I wonder if it's because this headphone is too close to this mic, or that I have this headphone too loud.
You may have it too loud.
I'm gonna
That-
crank it
that's-
down like a
That would
notch.
make sense because it's
Ooh,
not
what a
traditional.
nice idea to
It's not
Well,
change
traditional.
it now and not
It-
when we said something the first time.
kinda
That's great.
It's kind of like slap back from maybe.
Yeah.
It's like headphones leaking.
So
Now-
the B block will not have it because he's fixed it just now.
In Pete's defense, I don't often come to Pete's defense, but
No, you don't.
there is
Wait, hold on.
you would never. I would never think it was coming from Pete's headphone.
No, not with
Because
the way
Good
they
job,
look.
It's
Pete,
an enclosed-
motherfucker.
It's an enclosed thing. But
Anyways,
all right,
tell Bill to get the fuck ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
is
go
he-
get a piece of sandwich.
Okay, get a piece of
Oh.
sandwich.
Give me one.
Has anybody heard from Billy?
Yes, I saw
Yeah.
he's in the pre-show. He was
Okay.
asking when we were ready for him.
All right, because my
Oh, cool.
phone
Bring me
is
a
over
sandwich,
there
too.
being a camera. Yeah, since we're having sandwiches.
I'm gonna go get a sandwich.
There he is. It's Rex Cootermohr. So
can you get closer to the camera, Billy, so we can't see you?
No.
You there,
Okay.
Billy? You sound like shit, Bill.
He's mad far from the camp with the phone. Is the phone resting on something that's blocking the microphone?
Might be.
Am I on mute?
Fucking move it if it is, Billy. He said might be.
Now
I
hear
thought he
me?
said hi, Pete. I was like, hello.
We can't hear you
Barely.
very well at all, Billy.
That's lame.
Yeah. Do you have a headset that you can plug in? Maybe bring a mic that would bring the mic closer to you. Oh, that was funny loud.
Can you hear me now?
Better than we could hear you before.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
So what we're gonna have to do is do an aerial view.
That's fine.
Well, if you hold it perpendicular, we won't know.
Yeah. And is there
Your arm's
Is
gonna
there-
get tired.
a way that we can eliminate the recessed lighting in the shot anyway?
You don't want the recessed lighting?
Not in the shot from behind, no. It tends to kill everything in the shot.
Well, that's all right. Talk, Billy.
Hello.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just try to keep it on the fucking puppet.
I don't want onions on my sandwich. Oh, he has headphones. Never mind.
Okay. I'm so glad I drank a couple ounces of tequila a few minutes
Oh,
ago.
isn't today like National Tequila Day or something, or was that yesterday?
Is it?
I don't know. I was just
Tomorrow's National Dehydration Day.
I just love
Every day is National Tequila Day if you try it enough.
I just love tequila, so
No, I was just listening to the radio. I want to say it was either I think it was 93.7. They were talking about tequila. They played, of course, like a couple of tequila songs. They played obviously tequila, and then Mas Tequila, Sammy Hagar.
Sammy.
Do they play anything
Yeah.
by Tila Tequila?
No, they didn't play anything by Tia Tequila,
Oh,
but
maybe.
tequila is, by the way, the easiest song to do for karaoke.
Tequila.
Because you literally have to say tequila like 3 times. Is it 3 times? I think is what they said.
Yeah, but
One time in 8th grade, we had a talent show, and me and my friend Keith
Yep.
decided that we were going to lip sync the song "Wipeout."
Wow.
wipe out. That's it.
That's it.
We're going home.
It was went like this for the whole song.
That's awesome.
It was great. The teacher wouldn't let us do it.
If
He's like,
you're gonna-
the only words in "Wipeout" is "Wipeout." Oh yeah,
right at
awesome.
the beginning. Yeah. Good
well,
laugh.
"Wipeout's" an awesome song. Okay, are we recording?
What about the Fat Boys
I
version?
gotta go now. Now,
Just try the Fat Boys version.
if you're gonna do tequila, you have to commit to the Pee Wee Herman dance.
Yes. I almost walked into the store doing that today.
Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the B block of the Media Virus Podcast. We're here tonight on episode 194. Matt, I believe we have a guest, do we not?
We do. We actually have a true legend in the house. He's been a game show host. Please give a warm welcome to Rex Cootermohr.
Nobody Rex Cooter like Rex Cootermohr. Thanks for having me, Maddie.
Oh, well, it's great to be here. You've decided to just all right. Well, Rex, your career has been quite the roller coaster. From You Can't Win to Who shit my pants? You've seen it all. But let's start at the beginning. How did you get your start in the game show biz?
Well, I've always been a fan of game shows. And when I got my big break after doing natural male enhancement ads, I did penis pumps, I did the pills, I did all that stuff. And I was a natural. They loved my work, right? I got my big break on You Can't Win. It lasted for a whole 2 episodes for obvious reasons, but it was a lot of fun. And from there, my career really took off.
Yeah, well, tell us about your most embarrassing moment on You Can't Win.
Well, it involves a raccoon, a possum, and a lovely woman named Betty White.
Really? Betty White was on You Can't Win.
Yeah, she was in the second episode. She wasn't really in the first one. We got to the second episode, and that's when things went off the rails. So what we did was we tied the possum to the raccoon to Betty White, and we tied them to 2 of our contestants, and we called it the Impossible Knot. That knot was so tight that even Harry Houdini himself couldn't get out of that knot. And the idea was that the raccoon, was going to make a mess out of the whole thing for everybody involved. Because possums are kind of docile, and everybody be trying to work together. Well, that raccoon got a little handsy. Things started happening. Things got a little steamy. And that's the beginning of my relationship with Mrs. Betty White.
Wow, relationship? Really?
So I guess she
no one wrecks more cooter than Rex Cootermohr.
That we've definitely heard that, Rex.
So I guess Betty White forgave you for that fiasco.
Well, it got sensual, after the raccoon was rubbing up all on her, nipples got a little hard, and then I decided to get involved in the knot myself. Things got real awkward with the other 2 contestants being present.
Yeah, Mike, you got any questions for Rex? Because
Yeah.
Rex, have you ever met Ron Burgundy?
It's just so interesting.
Ron Burgundy? You mean the whack weatherman from San Diego? Me and him were chasing the same broad from California once, but we both lost out to Montrell Williams.
Is he related to Montel Williams?
That's what I said, Montel Williams.
Indeed. So I seem to remember you had a hidden camera expose show, To Catch a Predator. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's kind of like To Catch a Predator, but instead we hide in the bushes and we pop out at people. People are, good people. We met them online, maybe, for some of them chat rooms and stuff. And we pop out and we say, surprise, pull down your pants. The cops didn't really like it that much. They said that, I shouldn't be on those internet forums and I shouldn't really be interacting with the predatees that way.
So the whole premise of the show is that you're a predator and you were just preying on people on the internet.
Well, the whole point is that I was trying to get into the shoes of a predator, find out how they function, figure out how they work, what they do, and really do a whole expose on it. Right? Teach people what not to do by doing it.
Okay. That's interesting to say the least.
This is when I started my relationship with fabric softener. It wasn't one of my better ideas.
I can imagine. I mean,
now before we get into the, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just you know, we've heard some of the scandalous accusations because I mean, it's no secret that Rex went to rehab for fabric softener, and you know that's not something you hear a lot, but you know, it's one of those things. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Rex? I mean, it must be awfully rough to be addicted to fabric softener.
What was that?
Are you snorting a dryer sheet right now?
No. I've been clean
what
since
what
2006.
brand of fabric softener did you like to chug, Rex?
Bear, man. I'm always chasing the bear. Snuggle, chasing the bear.
Okay, so you were a snuggle guy, huh? Downey, what was wrong with Downey?
Downey's the cheap shit. They cut it with stuff.
Oh,
When I was down in Mexico, I saw them making Downey. I didn't like the process.
So I mean I understand you kind of dropped off the American radar for a while, and you ended up where?
I ended up at the lowest point in my life fighting in a luchador league under the name El Americon, the American.
Right.
The what?
El
Amer-
Americon, the American.
Now, Rex, I don't know if you realize this, but Ricky Rockdeff is a she speaks Spanish.
Hmm.
She's
And
bilingual.
who told you? Who told you this name?
One of the kids that, got me started. He gave me a mask and he put me in the ring.
Mhm.
And, he'd bring me fabric softener sheets from his mom's laundry room.
And did you win that first match when this happened?
I won a couple.
What were the people like the fans when they announced your name?
Well,
Like,
it was
did
in
they
front of a
cheer for
camera.
you, or did they laugh? Or...
It wasn't live. It was in front of a camera. They had this whole studio set up in a hotel room.
Oh. Oh, okay. If you like it, I will tolerate it.
Okay.
I wrestled this big, strong dude.
Is that so? Big strong guy.
Big, strong dude. I think his name was the Big Black Snake, whatever that was. New Armamba or whatever.
Oh. Are you okay?
Well, he tried out his special move on me, and that was a little scary. The thing was pretty big.
I don't want to
I get why
know.
they gave him that name.
This is by no means a family show, but we don't want to know.
But I won a few matches.
Did you have a signature move?
Well, there's a couple things I did for dryer sheets back in the day that I'm not very proud of, and I'm not going to say them.
No. Was there a wrestling move that you?
Yeah, a signature wrestling move.
That was your signature.
So you've probably heard of the Gluck Gluck 3000 by now. That's my move.
Is it?
Yeah. Originally, it wasn't, sexual. It was more or less a way to fight, some of the black mambas off and the white mambas. And, I kind of get in there, I go, grr! And that's how I'd handle that.
Wow.
Very interesting. So,
Is it?
do you have anything? In the wings, getting ready to
Well, we have to talk about his redemption. Because we got his fall from grace, but
It's
he
true.
had.
I found Jesus.
He he was on he came when he guessed he emceed the World Series of Bingo.
I forgot about that. It's not something that's on my radar, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that, Rex. The World Series of Bingo.
So every year, the best players from all the different retirement communities up and down the East Coast get together for the World Series of Bingo. And they said that my calls made bingo exciting again. We went from 6 viewers to 23.
Is this held by the church?
No,
it was held by. I think it was one of those places. The what do they call them? It's that place that Joe Biden was over the weekend. Hospice
morgue?
places.
Oh,
Hospice care.
Not hospice.
hospice care.
Bingo and hospice care. Okay, I mean, sure. I've also now that I think about it, I remember that your other gig shortly after the World Series of Bingo was a guest hosting stint on BET on What Song This Be?
Yeah, that didn't last long.
No?
No, they don't take very kindly to Blueface.
Oh, I see. So they have a problem with the colors over there at BET is what you're telling me.
Yeah. They don't believe me that this is just how I look. They thought I was making a statement with the big nose and the weird skin color.
So how did you wind up turning it around, Rex? How did you turn it around?
Well, I found my agent, Tab PepsiCo, and he was so taken back when I yelled, B13! B13! That, we started a relationship. It mostly started because we had a mutual love for fabric softener. But now he's been booking me gigs all over the place. I also did the Geriatric Olympics the other week. That went over pretty good. That's the one that happens before the real Olympics. And things have been going pretty good. So now I got this gig on here with you guys, and you guys are going to be paying me big bucks, you said?
Well, I mean, we'll see.
You're making an even share, equal share is what we told you.
Yeah, that should be pretty big,
equal share.
Right?
You're making as much as everybody else is.
At least 600K an episode, right?
But you'll be an equity partner.
Equity partner, same across the board. Everybody gets to see.
Hasn't scared me.
You're okay with pesos, right?
Oh yeah, I love pesos.
Well, besides being on the 250,000 Iraqi dinero pyramid, and you were kind of featured on the that companion piece to 16 and Pregnant that was called 32 and Hiding.
32 and Hiding. I was the guy who went out to get milk and never came back.
So, what can we expect from you now that we've brought you on board? Like what's on the boilerplate? What do we've got cooking?
Well, I'm under contract to design a few game shows. Today was kind of short notice, so we'll be playing a game that's based on another game that I can't say the name for copyright reasons, but we're going to call it Peril.
Oh, so you mean like Jeopardy?
You can't say the name. This is Peril. It's totally different. The dollar amounts are different. The prizes are different.
Okay. Different. All right. So it's not Jeopardy. It's Peril.
Peril. Yes.
Similar,
Jeopardy,
but not the same.
Jeopardy, you win. You get nice prizes. Peril, you just don't want to be the loser.
Okay. Sounds interesting, Rex.
Different concept.
It is a different yeah. All right. Well, before we get into playing Peril, we have a featured bit we do in this segment, and we was hoping to get. Are you sniffing Are you sniffing dryer sheets again?
No.
We have a segment called Big Daddy Asks, and how this goes is Big Daddy asks a question, and then we all answer it. It's pretty
Pretty straightforward.
pretty straightforward. So this is what we're doing now. So, okay, everybody can see it. And let's see what Big Daddy has to ask.
The Media Virus Podcast presents a Stanley McFadden production. Big Daddy proudly brings to you
Big Daddy asks.
You all of a sudden have the unique ability to swap bodies with one person for one day. Who is that person, and what would you do?
Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell.
All right, so our guest is chiming in. We usually do let the guest go first. So, Rex, you're screaming something. I kind of inaudible. What did you say?
Rosie O'Donnell.
Why would you want to switch bodies with Rosie O'Donnell?
Well, together we like to dance the salsa on the waterbed back in the 90s. And I want to know what it feels like to not have to lead when dancing the salsa, if you know what I mean.
Not you just want to lay there and get plowed by you.
Yeah.
That's a strange answer. All right.
Nobody Rex Cooter like Rex Cootermohr. And I want to know what that feels like.
I thought the tagline was nobody Rex Cootermohr than Rex Cootermohr. That's how I thought. That's how I always heard it. I might be wrong. All right. But Erica, if you could, in fact, switch bodies with one person for one day, who would it be and what would you do?
I would switch bodies with Khloe Kardashian. And I would just live. I would just have a day.
Just be Khloe Kardashian for a day.
I mean, I'd probably do like my things and not her things, and just do my life in her body.
You would just be Erica wearing a Kourtney Kardashian.
Khloe, the tall one.
Khloe Kardashian. Is that you want to be tall?
I want to be tall, and I want to have a fat ass, and I want to have small boobs.
Huh. All right. Pete. Oh, shit. Oh, he's not muted. Pete. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh my God, don't do this. Fast the fuck forward.
Who would you switch bodies with, Pete?
Who would I
Mike.
switch bodies?
Mike, who would you switch? Not too bad. Too late. All right.
Honestly.
Mike, who would you switch bodies with and why? Let's see how long it takes Pete to figure out he's muted.
I think Kaylee Cuoco. She was Penny on the
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
because she
Who was that? Who?
Kaylee Cuoco, she was Penny on the Big Bang Theory. She's got this rock hard little body from yoga. It just there's something about it.
That's a good one.
I'd want to try the whole thing out. I'd probably be stuck in front of a mirror all day, naked, but just one of those things.
Scarlett Johansson.
That's another good one.
He just wants to see Scarlett Johansson naked.
Correct.
You know Scarlett Johansson is married to the dude from Weekend Update on SNL?
Yep.
Not old.
Colin Jost.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know. When I found out about it, a little while ago.
Some of those things just blow your mind, don't they?
They do, but he's still way better looking than Pete. So I don't think he has a chance.
I mean, you see some of these these really hot chicks that are married to these really average guys. You have to wonder.
You do.
Well, I mean,
Do in
some guys.
fact have
I don't have to wonder. I know what it's.
I
all
feel like
about.
Colin Jost is a good looking dude, though.
He's regular looking.
He's a good looking dude.
Even Rex thinks.
I
he's
mean,
good.
he's no Michael
Rex is
McDonald lookalike.
No, he's not a Michael McDonald lookalike. You're absolutely right.
He's Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald is a rock singer or he's a rock singer in the same way Jimmy Buffett is a rock singer,
Okay,
except
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the same style of music.
Right.
He's a
the
white.
Doobie Brothers for a good bit.
Yeah, he was with the Doobie Brothers.
He did a lot of background vocals for other
Oh,
bands.
is he making fun of you?
Yes.
Oh, like Kenny Rogers or something?
Right. Yes.
And he
doesn't
actually has a
weird.
solo career. Keep Forgetting was one of his solo bits. That wasn't with the Doobies. That was his. And then what's his name sampled that, and nobody remembers Keep Forgetting anymore.
No, we forgot about it.
Well, so
we did
Matt,
such a good job of
who would you
Not in love
Matt?
anymore.
The only I think every like a men want to like be in a woman's body for some reason.
bunch of pervs.
Yeah, I'm not there. I think if I were going to switch bodies with somebody, it'd probably be Ryan Reynolds because he's like fit as shit. He's fit as shit. I would like to know what it feels like to be fit.
I get that,
and I would do all the stuff Ryan Reynolds does in a day. I would just be Ryan. I would just want to be Ryan Reynolds.
Well, you have 4 little kids.
That's
that are
fine.
all like under 8 years old.
That's hip. I love little kids.
The interesting thing is,
but
my Kelly
be on the
Coco
next
thing,
season of the
I want to
Cat
do the
Predator,
yoga.
Matty?
No, so I it's kind of the same, except I'm definitely a little bit of.
She does. You'd adopt puppies and do yoga all day as Kaylee Cuoco.
You know what? That sounds like a fucking awesome day. Puppies, and whatever else she's got. Yeah, I mean that doesn't really bother me that much. Sounds like a good day.
Matcha lattes.
I'd have to get used
It
to it.
does sound like a pretty.
Doesn't sound like a terrible day though.
But dude, think about it. If I were Ryan Reynolds, I would get to have a conversation with Hugh Jackman. I could just call Hugh Jackman, like, hey man, what's up?
You'd be married to Blake Lively.
Matt, did you see?
That's
did
not
you
a
see
bad
the?
deal.
Did you see the commercial or whatever the promotion they're doing? They're releasing controllers for the Xbox. I think it is. But they're Wolverine and Deadpool, and
that's cute.
Yeah, but they're like squishy, and it's their butts.
I ordered 6.
You gotta go see the commercial or whatever that they did, or I don't know, like I guess you call it like an interview or whatever. Where they're fondling these controllers, and it's Jackman and Reynolds.
I don't think people realize what. I don't think people realize what a sense of humor Hugh Jackman really has. I think he gets in these. He gets in these roles where he's, it's like a rom-com or a more serious movie, and he doesn't get to like show it off, but he's really kind of a funny guy.
Yeah. I don't know where your phone is. I'm sorry. But coming up after the break, we're gonna be fucking playing a game with Rex Cootermohr.
That's right. We're gonna play Rex Cootermohr's Peril.
That's right. And that's gonna be a bunch of fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. I shouldn't be.
Well, I mean, we should probably choose some game show. See if we have some game show music that can can work with it.
Yeah, we're gonna need some game show music.
I'm gonna have to try the other board here. Let's see what we've got. All right. Let's see here. Music. Here we are. We've got this one.
It's time to put your life in peril.
That one. Or this one. So if Rex has a particular
I prefer the
one that you
second
like.
one.
My
You like-
Humps by the Black Eyed Peas.
You like this one?
I like that one.
All right. That's the one we'll use. And I guess we'll have to go get ready for that. We'll be back right after this on the C block of the Media Virus Podcast.
I'm not saying that I masturbated to serial killer documentaries, just that it was on.
And stop.
You know what I wonder?
No. Tell us.
I wonder
If Pete's ever going to figure out
if-
that he's muted again.
You muted yourself. I tried to unmute you.
Whatever.
You muted yourself. I tried to unmute you and couldn't because you decided to
Oh,
mute yourself.
So
Now
you
you're-
didn't hear me. You didn't hear me say.
So you got the
Say what?
peril board ready?
Never mind.
Ooh, Big Daddy joining us just in time.
Ooh, how many contestants we got for peril?
Big Daddy's joining us just in time. It looks like we have 4 contestants.
Four
For peril.
contestants.
Is that a problem?
No, I just got to come up with a couple more lines. It's about all.
Well, if it's that big of an issue, we can do this and make it 3 contestants, and I'll be your announcer.
That's true. Yeah, you can be the announcer.
But I'm happy to play. However you want to do it. I'm getting ready to get the next recording underway, and I'm going to take a whiz before we get underway
All right. I'll be right back, too.
because I wouldn't want to piss myself in the middle of peril.
That would be perilous, wouldn't it? If you pissed yourself in the middle of peril. So, Big Daddy, how about them Bears?
The Bears.
Did you see now, you know, they had, what was it, cocaine bear? Now they're gonna have like cocaine sharks.
Cocaine sharks. That means there's something I'm.
It was somewhere in the news feed, whatever. But sharks in Brazil are testing positive for cocaine.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'm guessing
I'm dropping this to you on Facebook, so you have the questions and the answers. Well, you don't have the answers, but you have the questions.
What are you doing?
Can you guys see me?
Well, I see. There, that's you. There you go.
Right there is good. Stay.
Because my screen's like weird on my phone for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Where did you get this Muppet?
Thrift store.
Nice.
He was $4.
Nice.
There's the board.
High quality.
Yeah. Billy made that.
Not like he doesn't
Guys like
work
the
at like a
stickers?
shipping company that has like access to like a graphics program.
They don't. They don't.
No? Really?
But the most disturbing thing about that is the Disney stickers. I'm still. Where do you get the Disney stickers from? You know what I mean?
Those are from my time back into Catch a Predator.
Remember that show, Big Daddy?
He did say by time on Catch a Predator, didn't he?
No.
No,
To
no,
Catch
no.
a Predator.
Catch a Predator.
Predator.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the spinoff.
He was on the spinoff to 16 and Pregnant called 32 and Hiding.
I was the guy who went out to get milk and never came back.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. Daddy?
Like I know that that last segment was really funny, but I wonder if the script I wrote was funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
yeah,
because I thought the script I wrote was funny.
I did too. I was just running all over it trying to catch up to Bill.
You know how it is. I like to kind of just go with the flow.
No, I get that.
It's
but there were-
improv.
It followed your outline though pretty good.
So is Erica still with us? Or is she reading her book?
No, Erica went to bed.
Yeah, as soon as she sees Big Daddy, she runs like hell.
So many of them do.
No, that wasn't it. But
No,
not that
not
she wouldn't.
no, it was actually Bill this week.
See,
Mike,
Big
did you get the
Daddy's
questions?
brand of truth makes women run.
all right, Mike, do you have who has the questions?
Bill has the questions.
You also have the questions, but I'm going to do my best as the host to host.
Hang on. I have the questions.
Yeah, you also have those.
When did
Why
I?
does he have the questions if you're the host?
We both have the questions. He said he was going to co-host because Big Daddy's.
No,
here.
he's
No,
gonna
he
be
said
your.
He said he was going to announce.
That's what I'm saying.
That's,
Co-host.
Are we
He
ready?
is
Are
my
we recording?
beautiful assistant.
We're recording. I'm trying
All
to
right.
get to these questions that I didn't have when we started. Not there. There we go.
Cue the music.
Hang on. I'm trying to get to. All right. Game shows. Okay. You have to realize I'm I'm looking at a script for the first time and try to do this.
Pete, where you going? Where's Pete going?
I don't know. All right.
I like how Billy moves the mouth even if he's not sniffing more dryer sheets.
All right. Are we all ready?
We are ready.
All right. We're starting off the C block, coming in hot with Peril. It's time for everybody's favorite new game show from Rex Cootermohr. It's Peril.
Thank you. It's Peril, the game show where the cash prizes aren't real, but the embarrassment sure is. I'm Rex Cootermohr, your host, and let's meet our contestants. First, we have the lovable Maddie Rockdeff.
Hi, everybody.
Next,
how's it going?
Is there a doctor in the house? Because it's Big Daddy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The Media Virus Podcast. The Doctor of Digology is back, and for you.
And finally, the most attractive man on the show, Pete.
I was already introduced.
Oh, Pete.
Woo, Pete.
Thank you, Rex. Thank you.
Right.
Somebody
Can we get to this, please?
On the show, I'm going to tell you how the game works. So it's kind of like that other game, except since we're cheap and we don't have buzzers, you're each going to have your own buzz-in word. Big Daddy, it's like middle school. When you want to buzz in, you yell, "Penis!" Okay?
Alrighty.
Grease Monkey Pete, your word is boobies.
Perfect.
I feel like my words should
word for you, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Who's that? Me?
Yes. When you want to buzz in, simply say your buzz-in word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Do I have to say the whole thing? Or is it whoever starts first?
You got to finish. Rex Cootermohr always finishes.
All right.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna take one.
What's Mike say?
Mike's the announcer.
Oh.
I say, hey, there's no prizes.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go.
So, guys, let's give that a practice call. Everybody yell out your buzzing word.
Boobies.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Look at that.
Fantastic.
Okay, so to determine who is going to go first, we're going to leave it up to the announcer, Professor Mike Litoris.
Well, I think we ought to let Big Daddy choose the first category.
Okay, let's put that board up there. Big Daddy, what category do you want to start with?
TMVP for 60.
TMVP for 60. He's going right for the big, hard-hitting questions. Throughout the history of TMVP, there has been many female co-hosts. Out of all those female co-hosts, which ones are we still in contact with?
Boobies.
Pete.
That'd be Dr. Connie.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It's going to cost you $60. My Venmo is FPuppet4Daddy69. That is FPuppet4Daddy69. I want my $60 before the show is over.
Your Venmo is FPuppet69?
F Puppet Daddy.
Oh, FPuppet Daddy. FPuppet 4 Daddy 69.
There's stuff I did in Mexico I'm not proud of.
All right. So
I heard Maddie buzz in on the tail there.
Maddie, what's your answer?
It's Ricky.
Ding. That's a good answer. Good answer. So we got Maddie on the board.
That's right. So I get $60.
Right. Yeah, you
I'm on the
get
board with
60 fictional dollars. Yes.
And I maintain control of the and I maintain.
Who's running the show here?
I don't know.
Rat.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. All right.
Okay. So, this is the part of the show where we get to know some of our contestants. Matty Rockdeff, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Matty Rockdeff.
That's enough. I heard enough. That's boring. You're boring. Okay.
That didn't sound boring to me at all.
I
feel like
boring.
I'm very interesting.
No, very boring. Okay, next category. Since Matty Rockdeff was correct, he can pick the next category.
All right. I think I'm going to stay with TMVP, and I'm going to go with $20.
$20. How many
TMVP for
did the last episode of TMVP get?
On what platform?
Across all of them.
Well, we only do video on, he said viewers, so we only do video on YouTube.
And the question was what?
How many viewers?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello?
You there, Rex?
Can anybody hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah. The question was
hello?
On an average Wednesday night, this is how many viewers the Media Virus podcast gets. So live viewers on average.
Boobies.
I think I heard Pete ringing with boobies.
4.
That's incorrect.
Penis.
I think I hear Big Daddy there. We've lost Rex Cootermohr. I'm waiting for Rex to come back.
Did his phone die?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, we lost.
We lost our host. Here he comes. I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Rex, you're back.
Are you back with us, Rex?
What was your answer, Matty?
Well, see, the thing is,
Pete
rang in.
Okay, Pete, what's your answer?
I said 4.
That's wrong. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Penis.
Matty?
All right, it's 10 for the full podcast, but I did put out like a thing, and that garnered 61 views.
Professor Latourus, does that sound right?
I didn't realize I was going to have to verify this on the fly. Bear with me.
We'll give him the points.
I can tell you that is accurate because I was looking at the analytics. Okay, good.
Okay, now it's time to talk to Big Daddy. Can you tell us a little bit about you, Big Daddy?
I like thick white women.
That's all we needed to know. All righty. Next question. What category are you picking, Matty?
I'm going to go with game shows for 20.
Game shows for 20. Mike Latoris, would you like to read the question for game shows for 20?
I will, yeah. Game shows for 20. In 1987, Rex hosted this game show with the tagline, "One whiff, and you'll be wishing the game was over."
Penis.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I heard a penis.
What's on this rag?
Close, but not really.
Boobies.
I heard a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Is that who shit my pants?
Close. That could have been another answer, but not the one we're looking for.
No, but if it's a correct answer,
Big Daddy for the win?
Pete, what? You gonna take a stab at this, or am I gonna have to give away the answer?
I was going to say the same thing Maddie said. Who shit my pants?
No, the correct answer is smell my finger.
Oh.
I remember that show.
It was a good one. Okay, Maddie, you're back on the board.
I'm back on the board. I'm going to go game shows for 4.
Game shows for 40. Professor Latoris, read game shows for 40.
Game shows for 40. In 1985, Rex hosted this game show. At the time, it was a ton of money. Today,
Dashes.
much. Think I heard
Maddie.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Maddie,
It's you can't win.
wrong.
Penis.
Big Daddy,
What is the $35 pyramid?
close, but no cigar. Pete, you gonna take a stab at it? Professor Latoris can finish the question if he needs to.
Yeah, I'd like the question, please.
The question is, in 1985, Rex hosted this game show. At the time, it was a ton of money. Today, not so much.
What is the $250,000 Pakistani pyramid?
The Iraqi denari pyramid, but we will take it.
That puts Pete on the in with a
He's
positive.
still negative. He's still negative.
Right, but we're adding 40 to his total. And Pete, you
No,
have
he doesn't know as much.
I have control of the board.
Control of the board.
Let's see. I'm going to go to Master of Disguise for 100.
Master Disguise for 100. Although these two individuals look very similar, they are also both spooky, kooky, and altogether ooky. This is Matty Rockdeath, also known as
spooky, kooky, and altogether ooky.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matty.
I chimed in first.
No, you didn't.
Cousin It.
That would be Shitty Cousin It.
Shitty cousin.
Give him the money. But not really, because it's fake. You got control of the board.
Master of Disguise for 40.
Professor Latoris, read Master Disguise for 40.
Master Disguise for 40. In 2022, it became clear Matty was on the wrong side of the war on Christmas, despite his resemblance to this figure.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Penis.
I heard Matty.
That is Shitty Santa.
Correct. You still have control of that board.
Master of Disguise for 60.
Okay, Professor Latoris, read Master Disguise for 60.
This doppelganger really likes fish dicks.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Maddie,
What is shitty Jason Momoa?
yes, you got it. You still have control of that board.
I'm going to do Master of Disguise for 80. Is that where we are?
Professor
Or 100.
Latourus,
Master
Reed.
Disguise for $80. This Confederate leader might be Maddie's long-lost grandfather.
Superdocious.
Maddie, gotta say the full word.
I think something's wrong with this buzzer.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
There we go. You are ignored.
Who is shitty Ulysses Grant?
Wrong. Anybody else want to
Penis.
buzz in?
Penis.
Big Daddy?
Who is shitty Robert E. Lee?
Close. We're getting closer. Pete?
Repeat the question for me.
This Confederate leader might be Maddie's long-lost grandfather.
Later.
Oh, wait a minute. And it was crap.
What is shitty Jefferson Davis?
Mm,
Maddie Rock Def, you still got control of the board.
I never heard that one before.
It's a new one. We had to add new ones to the puzzle.
All right. Well, I'm gonna finish out the category. Master of Disguise for 100. I'm gonna close it out.
Oh, it's 20 that's left. Would you like to do for 20?
Yeah. Maddie is the blank version of this well-known leader of hobbits.
penis.
Big Daddy?
Big Daddy?
Shitty Gandalf.
That is correct.
Correct.
He didn't phrase it in the form of a question.
Well, we're not nitpickers on this show. That's left for that other show.
What'd you say? All right. Well, Big Daddy's in control.
Let's do a kiss and tell for 40.
I'm waiting for Rex to come back. We've lost Rex's video and audio. But moving on to Kiss and Tell for 40. Also known as Michael, this woman is known for her strong arms.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I don't know. That was a pretty close one. Let's give it to Big Daddy.
It's Michelle Obama.
Correct. That was a great leg.
Let's do kiss and tell for 60.
All right.
Professor
Kiss and Tell.
Latourus?
This host played a game with Rex's heart and his penis.
Penis.
Yes, his penis.
My penis, yes.
Penis.
Oh, he was chiming in.
Yeah, Rex's
He's
penis.
chiming in.
Yeah, my penis.
Who is Pat Sajak?
Ooh, good guess. But this is an older gentleman. My sugar daddy for a little while.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matty Rockdef.
Richard Dawson.
Ooh, another good guess. I'll give you guys a hint. Right first letter. Grease Monkey Pete.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
Buzz him out. Buzz him out. No repeat.
This host played a game with Rex's heart and his penis.
This host?
Game show host. I'm a game show host.
I don't know.
He doesn't
The
know.
answer is Regis Fillmore.
Not Philbin?
Yeah, that guy.
So that was the $60 question, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would like Kiss and Tell for 80.
Kiss and Tell for 80. We all know about Kamala, but what U.S. president did Rex spend some time with in an Arkansas truck stop bathroom?
Penis.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matty Rockdeath.
Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle? You think I'd do a Dan
You said vice
Quayle?
president. Didn't you
This
say
is
vice
the
president?
ex-president.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I change my answer? I thought it was
Yes.
vice president.
No.
It's Bill Clinton.
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
That was the $80 question.
I will. I'm going to finish out. What? Kiss and Tell? Is that where we are? Kiss and Tell for
Kiss and
100.
All right. Let's see. This one needs no introduction. All you need to know is Rex is not joking.
What?
I'll give you a hint. There's 3 right answers.
The supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matty Rockdeath.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Wrong.
No, but you did kiss. You've been with Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, of course. I don't deny that.
I mean, who hasn't been? Right? That's...
Penis.
Any other guess?
Big Daddy.
Penis. Who is Morton Downey Jr.?
I don't even know who that is.
Fuck.
Final guess, Pete.
Betty White.
Yo, mama.
Oh.
Right.
Three
My
right
my dead mom.
Yo, mama.
Should have gotten that.
Wow.
Back to the board.
It didn't play as well, did it?
All right, so there were 2 right answers.
All right, we're
Because that
So-
one was just wrong. I think that one even Pete out.
all right. So who's in control of the board?
I believe it's still you.
It's still you.
Oh. All right. So
With that slightly illegal answer.
what's left? We
Yeah,
still have some game
how's
shows.
it
We
hanging?
still-
Anything in How's It Hanging is available.
I'm gonna start with how's it hanging for 20.
All right.
Festival
Rex-
of Tours?
Rex became extremely close with this man while filming the 250,000 Iraqi dinar pyramid.
Penis.
Big Daddy?
That, of course, is Saddam Hussein.
Correct.
Let's do How's It Hanging for 40.
How's it hanging for 40? Some call Rex the grandfather of serial killers. Oh, actually, the question says some call me the grandfather of serial killers. So,
Yes. It's referring to a person.
okay. Who is the grandfather
Of
of serial
boobies.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matty Rockdeath?
What? Do you not hear my
Egg-
boobies?
Ed Gein.
Wrong.
I said
Listen,
boobies.
I hear your
clear as day.
yes. You did, because I heard you say it. I heard you say it, Pete. I
Right.
heard you say it while I was in the middle of saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No, I said it before you even uttered that word.
No, I'm sorry, you
Okay,
did
well,
not.
well,
You said it
next.
before you heard that word.
Hey, look, we can roll the tape back if you want.
Yeah, we can. I can also mute you, and we can get on with it. What's
Look,
What's
look,
the
you
answer there,
jackass.
Rex?
Look, you jackass.
We're not going to have the other two take a guess?
Was I wrong?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Ed Gein's not the grandfather of serial killers?
No.
Penis.
Big Daddy?
Big Daddy?
Who is Charles Manson?
Little too new to be the grandfather.
Can I chime in again?
If you want to lose twice as much money, my Venmo, you know what it is.
Pete, do you have an answer before I go again?
No, I said Jeffrey Dahmer.
You don't? Yeah, that's Jack the Ripper.
Close. H.H. Holmes.
Jack the Ripper was before H.H. Holmes.
The category is how's it hanging? The category
All right.
is how's it hanging?
Okay. All right.
Did Jack the Ripper hang?
All right. I get. Okay. All right. Who's in control of the board?
I think you did.
You have 60, 80, 100 TMVP
All right.
for 100 left.
All right. TMVP for 100.
Ooh, you hit the daily double team. That's right. Tonight you get fucked in the ass by me and Hulk Hogan. Woo!
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, brother. Hulkamania is gonna run
And that's
wild.
That's if I
all
answer
over
it
your
right.
bed.
No, that's
No.
You don't have
The
to do
game's
anything.
called Arrow for a reason.
Is there a question?
Yeah, for two guys.
No, you hit the daily double team.
Yeah, there's
Every
no
day
question.
somebody gets double teamed
There's
by
no
me
question.
and one of my past lovers.
That's right, dude. It's your turn to get tagged in.
I hope you're a Hulkamaniac.
Give me some lube, brother.
So
Yeah, those 24-inch pythons are gonna cross.
But the good news is you're still in control of the board, even if you're not in control of your asshole. So there's two more
All right,
left.
so-
Which one are you taking, Maddie?
The good news is it's gonna be on pay-per-view this Sunday.
All right. Is there any game shows left?
Oh shit.
Let's see. I don't think. I think we did all the.
Did we do the $100 game?
No, the $100 question is still there. There's also the $80 question.
All right, so I'm going to do game shows for 80.
Game shows for 80. In 1997, Rex piloted this game show known for preventing over a dozen pregnancies.
What?
In
Please reread the question.
In 1997, Rex piloted a game show known for preventing over a dozen pregnancies.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matty Rockdeath?
Is it the companion to Supermarket Sweep, Porn Store Sweep?
No. Any other guesses?
Penis.
Big Daddy?
What is the other companion to Supermarket Sweep known as the Plan B Sweep?
No. Pete, you gonna guess or we going right to the answer here?
Repeat the question.
In 1997, Rex piloted this game show, known for preventing over a dozen pregnancies.
Wow.
What is Bet Your Testicles?
Oh, it's so close. I love that show. I used to play along at home.
I completely forgot about
your
that.
testicles, not rub your testicles.
Yeah, it's
But
Bet Your Testicles.
the at-home version was slightly different.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot. It's not in syndication anymore, like the old Price is Right or anything like that. So it's
We never even got a pilot for that one, but
yeah.
not big news at the time.
All right, so there's one more game show for 100. I'm gonna take that.
All right, game show at 100. Remix to Ignition.
Remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Is there a question?
Got every man in you wishing.
Penis?
Okay, Big Daddy.
What is R. Kelly's second greatest masterpiece?
You know what? I'm going to give you points for that, but wasn't what we were looking for.
Yeah.
I, too, am a big fan of R. Kelly. But the correct answer was what song this is.
What song this be? Is that what we're playing?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
One of Rex's shows.
Oh,
What song would it be?
can you play it again?
Penis?
From his days on BET.
All right, Peanut. I heard Big Daddy chime in.
Using Maddie's illegal answer technique, I'm going to say the remix to Ignition.
What?
You all right, Rex?
I don't
You
know.
having a stroke over there, Rex?
I gave you guys the answer already.
What song this be?
Right.
Yeah, that
the
was
show
the
that he was on when he was on BET.
Oh, that's the answer.
What is?
Yeah,
That's
that is.
why I
the
was
answer.
singing
What song
Remix
does
to
it mean?
Ignition. That was the hint.
Oh,
Which is what Big Daddy said.
That song is called what is the remix to Ignition?
Yeah.
That's what Big Daddy said.
And he's playing the game. Anyhow, let's get back to the board. There should be 3 left, I think, on that board.
There should be 3 left on the board. Okay.
All right.
How's it hanging? 60, 80, and 100.
all right. So I'm gonna take How's It Hanging for.
No, I'm gonna take How's It Hanging for 60.
Okay.
Press the doors.
And I need to locate How's It Hanging for 60. Bear with me. This name, sometimes used for Maddie, is a reference to a whale's penis.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Addy Rock Def?
Dork.
Correct!
And
All right.
we also
So I will
have-
take.
I think we also have it for 80.
So I'll take 80.
So for $80, puppets do not have penises. But if Rex had a penis, what would its name be?
Penis.
Big Daddy.
What is in effects?
No.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Matt.
It would be Lil Rex Cootermohr.
Ooh. Little Rex was actually the answer.
Told you.
Question. Why? Why would you name your penis Little anything?
Because that was what was cool back in 2000 when I got in the rap game. Okay.
There was nothing cooler in the year 2000 than Rex in effects. There was literally nothing cooler in the year 2000 than Rex in effects. The author of Rump Shaker. All I'm gonna do is zoom, on the boom, boom. Just shake your rump. Rex in effects.
Just shake your rump.
See?
Right?
Before my phone dies, yeah, last one for Maddie. Are you going to take it, Maddie?
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, because Hulk's going to give it good to you today.
All right. What's the question?
Give the question, Professor Latours.
Let's see. Name a surgery that Matty Rockdeff has not undergone.
That's TMVP question number.
Penis.
Penis. Okay.
What is top?
That's correct.
Good one.
That is correct.
Scheduled for next week.
I don't know what's left. Let's see.
Yeah,
I think I don't know what's left actually.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah.
How's hanging for 100? You guys haven't done that one yet.
Okay.
All right. How's it hanging for 100?
How's it hanging for 100?
How's it hanging?
How's it hanging?
Penis.
Boobies.
Is that the question for how's it hanging for 100?
Yes.
Daddy?
What is low?
Can we get some
Boobies.
Need to verify that the answer is correct.
Rex, you're.
I can verify that answer.
Somebody to verify.
Oh shit.
You verify that answer.
We're going to see his Jeffrey. We're going to see his Jeffrey 2 impression.
All right.
All right, Rex. Well, I think your phone is dying because your audio is cutting out real bad. Or are you having a seizure and not saying anything?
Or is it in the game before Big Daddy verifies the answer?
Put down the dryer sheets.
Well, that's it for Peril. And tonight's big loser was Matty Rockdeath, who will be taking it in the ass from me and Hulk Hogan tonight.
I mean, it sounds like he's the winner.
Well, what was the score?
Well, I put Pete back to 0 because Rex went after his dead mother. I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't think it would be fair to chase Pete down to pay us after that. Big Daddy was, let's see, 20, 60, 80, 160, 260, 360 for Big Daddy.
I can deal with that.
And let's see. 100, 200, 240, 280, 360, 420.
That's like he won.
420. I'm sorry, 500 for Matt.
500.
500.
500 for Matt.
Yeah, so I
That's
won.
exactly
I both
what
won and lost.
That's exactly what Hulk Hogan charges.
Yep.
So it's a push. Everybody breaks even.
Everyone breaks even.
All right. And
Well, it's certainly been a lot of fun.
It has. Always a pleasure when we have Rex Cootermohr in the show.
I love you guys.
Sure you do.
We
Rex.
love you too, Rex. I'm sure you've been snorting dryer sheets all day. The whole time you've been here, you've just been snorting. We're gonna have to pay for rehab again. All right, I think
it's probably time
I
for
think
a
Rex
tip.
gotta go.
Yeah, it's probably time for a tip.
It is time for a tip. All right, well let me go get that then, because that's what I'll do. That's an idea. And we'll get into just the tips.
Just the tips.
Just the tips. With Stanley McFadden.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Media Virus Podcast. It is I, the one and only Big Dick Daddy, Professor of Big Dickology from the U of P, bringing at you another episode of Just the Tips. Tonight's episode number 101. Lingerie / underwear that an ex bought. Now, I consider myself an outside-the-box thinker, so I can think about this in a couple of different ways. First and foremost is have you seen them on her? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is a piece of lingerie that she bought for an ex, have you seen it on her? Has she worn it for you? Because let's be honest, when a woman finds a piece of lingerie that looks good on her, it's going to look good on her, whether it's for you, an ex, 2 exes ago, or the dude after you. Here's the thing. She didn't, unless you specifically picked it out for her and there's some sentimentality, some sort of emotional attachment to that particular piece of apparel for any particular reason, then there isn't really a whole lot that you should have to say about it, because it's not for you, it's for her. And there's a good chance that sexy underwear that you saw was purchased 3, 4, multiple boyfriends ago, and it's going to outlast you. Do you realize how difficult it can be for a woman to find a piece of lingerie that is comfortable for her to wear and that she feels good and she feels sexy in, that she feels sexual in? So if you're lucky enough to see her in a piece of lingerie that she feels comfortable showing you, then be glad that you're seeing it, because it can be hard for her to pick it out. So I don't think, honestly, I would put too much stock into it. Like I said, barring some sort of emotional attachment, I don't see a reason to be upset. Second question, because I'm an outside the box thinker, do you have, before you pose this question to her, you have to ask yourself, do you have any piece of apparel bought for you by an ex that you are willing to get rid of once that relationship ends? If the answer is yes, then you may have a leg to stand on. If the answer is no, because I like this hoodie, I like this shirt, well, then shut the fuck up and enjoy the lingerie that she's wearing. Don't put too much stock in it and just enjoy the fact that you get to see it on her now and see it off of her now. Worst case scenario, it's a piece of lingerie that you like, but you don't necessarily like her in because of the emotional attachment that you may think she has with it. Then great. As soon as she walks in the room and you see it, take it off her and get to work. You know, you can mask that. Oh, it looks so good. Let's hurry up and get it off you. I need to get some.
and that kind of solves your problem two ways. And on a side note, if, gentlemen, you decide to save some panties from your lover, one of your previous girlfriends, say if she happens to have, it's a 4X, yeah, one of these ones I'm talking about. Just so that you know, if you save it in a plastic bag, even if you take all the air out, it's still not going to keep any sort of scent beyond a couple of months. So invest in one of those like space saver bags that you can put panties in that are going to, you know, take all the air out and preserve some of that goodness, because I mean, there's nothing here anymore. All right, Big Daddy, just the tips. Happy fucking.
So, am I to understand that we're now vacuum sealing panties?
Now, if you have enough freshness on there, yeah, I'd vacuum seal that. That is a Big Daddy's recommendation for flavor saving for the future. Otherwise, you're only going to get a few months out of it max.
There's a lot of good information in there. But see, the thing is, like when I first started dating Erica, all of my underwear was purchased by my previous relationship. So,
yeah, well, there comes a time in a man's life when he's with someone that he doesn't necessarily go out and buy his own drawers. And then men are not known for just re-upping on drawers all that often.
Which is exactly what my answer was. If you aren't willing to part with stuff that you had purchased for you from someone else, then you can't demand the same thing from her. Period.
But like so every pair of drawers I got.
Exactly. So you can't expect her to get rid of some drawers that she got from someone else if you've still got all the ones from yours. So it's got to be even. It's got to be even here.
Yeah. I know that the one thing that Ricky didn't have a problem with any of my clothes, but I had a blanket that she refused to let be on her bed because she thought it was a marital blanket from before.
Was it in fact a marital blanket?
Not in a, like, we might have used it once type of thing, but it was something. Here's the thing is I owned it before I owned that blanket before I ever met her. Before I ever met my first wife, I had this blanket.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
So it is an incorrect association on her part.
Right. Is, you know, but I feel like, you know, but it's one of those, I never really thought about like how long she had lingerie for, because she had lingerie when I like met her. You know what I mean?
Yes,
exactly. I didn't think nothing of it, to be honest with you.
Well,
yeah, I don't look at it like, you know, she never told me, oh, this was a gift. And her last dude was not the given lingerie type. So I guess that was part of it. I feel like all of the lingerie that she had when we started, she had gotten, maybe not necessarily because of me, but gotten because she was single. You know what I mean? And
which again, so that goes back to the answer of just be glad that you get to see her in it, and don't put much stock into the where and the how and the who and all that, and just be glad that it's on/off of her.
No, anytime. You know, anytime I get to
anyway. I mean,
What's that?
Is that I'm not a huge fan of lingerie for the sake of lingerie. Anyway, if you've got special undergarments that you wear with something because it, you need a strapless or the whatever, that's great. But like, I'm not there for the underwear, baby. I am not there for the underwear.
I saw a meme that struck me to a core, kind of, and that is, you're all worried about lingerie, but meanwhile, grandpa got 10 kids into grandma, and she was wearing, and it was a picture of a house coat. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like,
That's it. That's the reason why grandma's couches were covered in plastic.
it's true. She
It's,
walked around that. She walked around that house coat. That was just easy access for grandpa. You know what I mean?
And grandma was a squirter,
It's true.
so you had to have plastic on the couches.
You had to. What else you can't keep replacing couches or have your house smell like that.
You pull a house coat up to somebody's armpits and over their head. It's there's only so far they can go.
Jesus. But yeah, I mean, like, not for nothing, but I find it like, I think it's really like sweatpants and slippers with like a tank top, to me, is hot as fuck.
The good thing about a pair of sweats or one of those long nightgown slip things is that it's the exact length that it needs to be. If you're hitting it from the back and you wrap it around her head and pull, it's that exact length, half the length from her neck to her waist.
Yeah, nice long skirt works. Yeah.
Yep, same thing with sweatpants. You wear a pair of sweatpants and you get the crotch of it around her neck and you wrap your hands around the ankles of the pants. It's about the same length from crotch to her waist as it would be from her waist to the ground. So there's an extra tip.
I don't.
101 point B.
If you're gonna drive, you should know how to use the equipment.
Exactly.
What?
We call that the power steering.
Oh, well, we have had a absolutely fantastic time this evening. I want to thank Rex Cootermohr. I want to thank Staff Writer Bill for booking Rex Cootermohr.
Absolutely.
For making that connection. Staff Writer Bill and his podcast. He hasn't had any new episodes come out of the Disruptive Minds podcast, but if you can still listen to the ones that are out there, they're still great. And there will be more coming, hopefully, at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to, maybe we'll have to get Tab PepsiCo to do a spot with him.
We're probably gonna have to, just to get him on, like to talk to him about the trajectory of, all the different shows that are going to be launched because of Rex Cootermohr.
Rex's return, and not for nothing, I hear Rex is going to make a ploy on TikTok to try and gather some momentum over there with some short form content.
Well, that'll be terrific. We're looking forward to that. Looking for
Rex isn't very tall to begin with, so I think short form is where it's at.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But I say we wind it down and we bring it on home, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the 194th episode of the Media Virus Podcast. On behalf of Rex Cootermohr, Grease Monkey Pete, Ricky Rockdeff, Big Daddy, and our fearless leader, Matty Rockdeff, I'm Professor Michael Torres, coming from to you live here at Uncle Butch Studios. We'll be back next week with episode 195 of the Media Virus Podcast.
Somebody just threw something in my house.
Huh?
I believe that was Jesus, and it was a lightning bolt.